Hi. As of right now, I have altered the circuit so that the potentiometers are now 10 times greater at their maximum values, and the capacitors, which are now ceramic capacitors, are a tenth of their original value. So they've gone from 1 microfarad each to 0.1 microfarads each, or 100 nanofarads. Please excuse my frog throat. So first I'm going to test the low-pass filter, which is activated when the switch is in its leftmost position. Now as I turn this from one side to the other, you will notice a very gradual and nice sounding sweep from low frequencies, and the high frequencies become less and less attenuated. Interestingly, it's only the final arc of rotation that creates much of the effect. I have noticed some strange behavior that happens as a result of the interaction between these two potentiometers, and even though one is in the circuit that's currently deactivated right now, I assume that because they share a common ground, that somehow they are altering the responses of one another to create some rather strange effects. So let's say I play with this a little more. You can actually hear subtly that the low-pass filter's response is changing ever so slightly, even though this potentiometer theoretically is not supposed to cause any change to the sound. So let's say it's in the other position, all the way on its extreme-most left side. Let's see the behavior in this potentiometer now. Okay, if you notice, the sound coming out of this is way less, and it only creates any sound at all right at the edge of its rotation. So suppose now that we change this to the other circuit. You can hear a slight bit of high-pitched hissing now. Let's see what happens when we twist this potentiometer. So it's working as we intend it to. The high frequencies come in first, and then the lower frequencies come in as the cutoff drops, and so we get less attenuation of the lower frequencies. Now again, let's see what the reverse is when we adjust the technically non-functioning potentiometer and see if that alters our high-pass response. So as I move this, you can hear a very, very subtle change in the intensity of the noise coming out of the speakers, but it's almost imperceptible. Right now it's to the rightmost, and let's see what happens now. So the effect is clean, which is what we want. Let's see what happens if we switch this to the other side. Now it's all the way to the other side. So let's see what happens when the main potentiometer changes now. It may not come across well on camera, but there is a subtle difference. It seems, though, that the low-pass filter is more affected by the variation of where the high-pass filter potentiometer is located in its turn arc. This may be because of the contacts inside. I'm not quite sure, but this is certainly something to consider when troubleshooting the effects or the results of these kinds of circuits. Thank you.